Hey guys, and welcome back to another edition of Kingdomcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do a little bit of a technical build, something that we desperately need in Kingdomcraft. I've just been getting a little bit of supplies from the good old Mountain Kingdom. They are so kind. They share with Roxolani and the Roxolani outskirts. It has to do with Roxolani, for sure. We still have to fix this this road, add a little bit of variation and stuff to it. But anyway, I have big news for you. For those of you who doesn't follow me on Twitter, I guess I have big news for those of you who follow me on Twitter, which, by the way, you totally should. Go get yourself a Twitter account and follow whitelisted. There are so many good things happening there. Some big news for you, and in regards of Kingdomcraft. Earlier this week, we managed to get a new player on our team. If that's how we see it, sports-wise. GoodTimesWithScar have decided to join Kingdomcraft, or has accepted our invitation to join Kingdomcraft, and I am so happy and excited to get Scar on Kingdomcraft. By the way, Wells Knight has been hard at work. He's been working on my roof, and thank you so much, Wells. This is going great. I think you ran out of wheat. And that's what we're going to fix today. Anyway, GoodTimesWithScar is, and has been for a long while, one of my role models when it comes to YouTube. So for me personally, this is a big, very cool, epic thing. And in case you haven't checked out his channel, I'll put it down in the description below. He's an awesome dude, does great content, he's a great character, and he's an amazing builder. So if you enjoy my content, chances are that you should probably enjoy his content. So go check him out if you aren't already subscribed. Go subscribe to Scar. He will be starting posting Kingdomcraft videos pretty soon, I would think. I'm hoping that we're going to do like a team tour. We're gonna try and get as many people as possible. He's in a very different time zone than me though, like LA time zone. I don't know. So that's gonna be a little bit challenging, but oh well, we will survive. So today I want to do a little bit of a technical build. I want to solve our wheat shortage. You see, we'll surely on the fields of Roxolani. I see this area as kind of like the fields of barley, the famous Sting song, which is a very good song, by the way. And we are surely going to fill a lot of this with wheat fields or carrot fields, some kind of farming area. We should do another thing, though, before we start this. I'm going to head over here while I talk to the cave that we built last episode. By the way, thank you so much for the nice comments about the cave. Some people were saying that it was a little bit too bright. And you may be right. That totally rhymes. And I've been thinking about it. It's maybe a little bit too bright. But we have to consider Rendog coming down this route, going to the end, being happy about himself, and getting blown up by a creeper. So it has to be light enough for Rendog to pass through. Otherwise, he won't use the cave. And that we absolutely want him to. But I brought some netherrack. We're going to fix that. Did I not bring any gravel? Or flint, I should say. Crap. I didn't. Okay. We may have some over here. What was I going to say? There we go. I'll bring this as well. Yeah. The wheat fields. The wheat fields over there. We are going to today make a little bit of a wheat farm. That we can use to get wheat. I think that looks good. One person suggested something that I think will look good, like it should be cobblestone and a little bit of stony area around this. And I don't want it completely straight. Maybe go something like this. To make it look a little bit burnt out, I guess. Does that look good? Well, I don't like this piece. We could use some gravel here, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty good. And since we don't have fire tick enabled in Kingdomcraft, this fire spread, or the fire won't spread. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I just completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. We fixed the campfire. That's good. That's something that I wanted to do in the last episode, but just ran out of time. So yeah, wheat. This episode is going to be about wheat. We need to fix a way for us to get wheat easily. And what I was saying was that we are probably going to have some farms. We have the ruins over there with a big wheat field. The problem is harvesting it kind of messes with the aesthetics and it's not very efficient. So I want to create like a wheat farm instead. And I have an idea. I built one. Most of you probably didn't follow me back then, but I had a series called Amplified Survival. I know a few of you, loyal old-timers, you definitely saw it. I was thinking to build it in Uncle Bob's house. That will teach Wells Knight who's got the technology. Maybe we can fit it right over here. We'd have to take out some windows though. Or, well, I kind of want to have this door here. I'd like that. Do we want to do it in like a basement area? I'm so bad with interior design, by the way, and anyone saying anything else, you're just being kind. Let's consider changing this out a little bit. Let's, for the sake of just marking things out, actually, I should have some corrective wood here. I do have some slabs. I'm going to be very cheap and use some slabs here because I don't have any full blocks. Let's do that, and let's just consider how it would look if we have this corner being this machine that I want to build. As I was saying, I built this once in my Amplified Survival world, and I think since I've seen other people use it, I don't claim to be the inventor of this by any means. I know that it was probably out long before I did it, but it's one of those farms that I built without looking at anyone else's example. And it's always a great feeling when you kind of invent something for your own sake, but then you find out that you didn't really invent it. It doesn't really matter if you know what I mean. So let's see if I remember how to build it. It's going to be a one-click wheat harvesting farm. It's semi-AFK, which means that, in my head, that means that you can go AFK, but you kind of need to do something with your character. So you'd have to bind your mouse button to something. That didn't make any sense, but you'll see in a second. So we'll have 3 dispensers like this. Then we'll have our farm block down there. So we're gonna need some water. I just want to run the redstone first and see if we can fit it here. Is this just one thick wall and then maybe a little bit problematic. It's gonna be a little bit challenging to fit this here for sure, but we'll try. Basically the idea is simple. We'll take this piece, we'll lower it 1. Do I have... Oh yeah, I do. We'll lower it and we'll have it over there instead. We're going to be planting our wheat here, and when we do, we want these 3 dispensers to fire. We're going to have bone meal in these. Something like this. And we'll make some kind of insert system for this, don't you worry. And then every time we plant, these 3 are going to fire, and the wheat is going to grow up. And then to harvest it, what we're going to do is simply, and this is the clever thing, we're going to have a block right there. Because you see, wheat or any plants in Minecraft will not grow in case it's not light enough. And also they will not stay if it's dark. So basically if I have that and then I have a... There we go. And then I have a seed there and then I bone meal it. It's becoming a full planted wheat seed. Now, if I update this block, I think, like do that, it's going to pop off. Did you see that? Popped off, gave us a wheat. And basically, using that mechanic, we should be able to have a farm where we can just stand here and spam right click, just hold right click. And the dispensers will grow it up. And then every time it grows fully, we'll update this block and it will pop off automatically. That's the basic idea anyway. I just realized that I need some water, so maybe I should make a bucket. I had some other things to talk about. Oh yeah, I just discovered that I've just now hit 8,000 subscribers, so I want to send a big thank you to all of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's an amazing feeling. 8,000 people. If you fill a room with 8,000 people, that's a lot of people, I tell you that much. So big thank you, and hopefully I had a goal this year to reach 10,000. I think it's definitely doable. If you want to help me out, keep subscribing, keep watching the videos, and tell all your friends about it. Doing some PR for my own channel. But in all seriousness, it's a great feeling. It's been 458 videos I discovered. This is actually 461, if I've counted correctly. That's a lot of videos, a lot of Minecraft. We're going to need 3 hoppers actually. So let's do a few more chests. We're going to turn all of that into this, and then 2 more chests should be good. Well, I could probably use some more, but let's do that for now. It's been a lot of videos, and if you look to my growth in comparison to some other YouTubers, you will find that, you know, I've grown pretty slowly, I guess. And I've got the question a lot of times, like, people are thinking that I should be bigger than what I am, which is totally flattering, by the way. And my reply to that, I guess, is that I'm not really trying to grow, if you think about it. It's not super important for me. Like, it's definitely a benchmark. The number of subscribers you have is definitely an achievement, I think. And I think any YouTuber will agree to me on that. But for me, it's not so much about the subscriber count as it is about the views. And let me give you an example while I put down the redstone here. To get a lot of subscribers on YouTube, if you're a small-time YouTuber like me and you want to get a lot of subscribers, if that's important to you, what I'm doing now, by the way, is just wiring these up. I think, though, that will not work. We have to wire this one differently. We can try it, though, see what happens. We're going to have a little bit of a clock here as well, by the way. So maybe that window have to go as well, because we need, well, maybe we could fit it right over here. We're going to have a lever, an on-off system. Yeah, we could possibly fit it here. Let's do that. Where were I? This we could build up. Yes, YouTube, get big on YouTube. How do you get big on YouTube? How do you get a lot of subscribers, according to me? Well, it's kind of like a DJ, right? You give the people what the people are or want to see. And then if you do that, you'll get a lot of subscribers, possibly. And what do people want to see? Well, the first time you were on YouTube, did you search for a Let's Play Minecraft video? Probably not. You searched for a tutorial for how to make something. For example, this wheat farm. And then you found someone that posted the tutorial and you liked his voice or her voice, and you kind of liked the idea of looking at that person playing Minecraft, and then you subscribed. And then you subscribed before you decided, but you subscribed because you wanted to save the video, possibly. This may not make a lot of sense. But anyway, that tutorial was what brought you to the channel. And in very few cases, it would be the Let's Play. Now, I don't really enjoy making tutorials very much. It's not that I don't know how to do it, but I just don't enjoy it. Like, there are so many good tutorial makers out there that I'll let them make it. Another way to grow on YouTube would be to know the right people and get boosted by the people. If getting big on YouTube is all about the sub count, that is. I think this is gonna work. Let's try it. We're gonna have that there. Plant that. Will that grow up? No, it didn't. That's weird. It didn't even grow once. Well, this wasn't pulsed. Okay. This wasn't pulsed either. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that if you want to have a lot of subscribers, I think it's I shouldn't say easy, but it's definitely not something that you can't achieve if that's the important thing about YouTube to you. For me, it's not so much about that. It's about having fun, playing some Minecraft. I don't see this as my job, and I hope that I don't ever have to see it as my job. Of course, you know, it goes without saying that it would be super cool to be able to play Minecraft full time and living off the money that you can get from YouTube. But in my head, it's not really realistic. If we get there one day, you know, you get to say that I was wrong. But until then, I'll just play Minecraft and have fun. Fantastic. That worked. See that again? Boom. Now we just have to make sure that it pop off. And the way we can do that, we needed to update this block, I said, the brick here. But I think what we could do instead is update the dirt block. As long as the wheat gets an update, we should be fine. So if we come down here and we remove that slab, and we can update the block simply by sending it a redstone pulse, I believe. So we'll do something like this. That's our input right there. Okay, so we don't really want to touch that. We want to go this way. We'll have the clock kind of pulse the block. Clock kind of pulse the block. That sounds funny. Can we? We can't remove that. Crap. Since we have the input there, we're kind of in a bad position because I can't put a redstone. Well, I need to have a repeater like this. Hold on. Like that. And then we can go around like this. So anyway, hope that was interesting to listen to. I don't know. It's something I don't like to kind of talk about those things because not everybody will appreciate it. People will think I'm crazy. And it's probably bad business for me as well. You should probably aim a little bit towards trying to grow your channel. But I believe that I rather have like it is now. It's a slow growing thing, but you guys are coming back. You guys are watching the videos and I'm very proud of that. And that's important to me, but not so much that we get 100,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers in a year. That's not as important. Okay, let's see if this works now. I think we may have messed up this dispenser. Yeah, because we are wiring it like so. Okay, let's do something like this then. Let's put that back there. And then we're gonna bring this thing. Yeah, let's do this. And then a repeater here. Do that. There's possibly 100 ways to do that prettier and with less redstone, but I think this will work. Crap, it doesn't. All right, let me see what I can work out here. It did work, didn't it, before I had this? Let's just double check so that I didn't misunderstand that. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay, so it does definitely work. We just need to somehow update either that block or the dirt block down there, and we should be fine. Oh, you know what I think it was? Check this out. It's working now, right? Look at our hotbar. We're getting wheat. Not every time, but most times. And we could just hold right click. Yeah, it's definitely working. Okay, so what I did was that I added a delay on this repeater because I think the block was updated too frequently. So yeah, that's why it didn't work. The last thing we need to do here is to have a water spot next to this. So I think I'm gonna hide it like right over here. I think it can travel 4 blocks if I remember correctly. So if I go and do something like this, like that, and then I don't want to wash away all the redstone, so I'm just going to punch away you, and we're going to pour that in there to keep the ground fertile or soiled or wet. I don't know. I don't know what the right expression is. Okay, so now punch that and then do that, and there we go. That's a little bit too slow now. Okay, let's try that again. It's about timing here when we update this block. That's strange. Now it doesn't work at all. Let's update you. Did I? Oh no, we're out of we're out of bone meal, obviously. Yeah, this farm runs on bone meal, like a lot of these farms. So basically, we have to make sure that the dispensers are full. That's why I have these. Bone meal on Kingdomcraft is something that's actually, we have a bone meal farm that me and Cubfam built, but you have to actually be there. So it's kind of a shortage, I suppose. Let's just double check so that this works now again. So basically click that. And I'm not getting any wheat. Oh, timings. Okay. Now it's gonna work. I promise you. I guarantee you we're gonna get wheat. Didn't I say so? Still a little bit poor with the amount of wheat we're getting though. We should be getting it like 90% of the time. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely good. Yeah, that's good. By the way, spamming bone meal on nothing will not drain the bone meal. So that's important to know. We're not actually wasting any bone meal here, even though it looks like it. I may want to try this again with a lower tick there. In my head, that would make it more reliable. A little bit slower, but more reliable. It's kind of the opposite. Okay, I'll fiddle around with that a little bit. Anyway, that's the idea. That will give us a lot of wheat as long as we have bone meal here. Now, let me go ahead and figure out how to cover this up. We should be good for the most part. I'm actually going to sleep as well so that we don't get blown up by a creeper. Creepers have been very bad to me in my Galactic Science series, which, by the way, I hope that you follow. They've been very mean to me lately, and so I am being extra careful. I don't know if they have an issue with me all of a sudden. But I think we're good for covering most of this up easily. So we could just do something like this. We could cover up that. As far as this wall goes, though, we have to do some slight changes. Let's actually punch through here and just have a quick look. And I'll finish this off camera. Crap, I fell down. Okay, we're good. So we'd have to do something like that there, and then over here we can just I love being able to hide redstone, by the way. When I started watching YouTube and I saw how good people were at not having visible redstone, I got totally blown away. It's like, geez, I want to be that good one day. I want to be a rock star when I grow up, I said, and here I am. Yeah, we'll have to sheet it a little bit by having maybe dirt like that. I think that's fine. Over here, though, here, we could just do that. Cool. We're going to need a little bit of a storage unit for the wheat as well. So let me go ahead and finish that, and then I come back to you. All right, I managed to cover it up, and I also fixed a bug. This dispenser wasn't firing, and so it should be a little bit more efficient now. Efficient? Why did I say that like that? I don't know. It should be more efficient. So we have the bone meal chests there. The important thing with this farm is that you fill equally many bone meals in every hopper. Now you could have a minecart go around and distribute them, but I think this is pretty cool. First of all, let me just show you. So we have it kind of being part of the house now. If we go outside, I didn't make any changes. So it still kind of looks the same. And yeah, the redstone is covered up pretty perfectly. And I just had a cup of coffee while I did this, so I'm in burp mode. Jeez, me and my stomach in burp mode, I tell you. Okay, anyway, the only thing I don't like is the placement of this lever. So I'll probably move that into a button with a T flip-flop switch later. But I wanted to let Wellsnight finish the beautiful roof first, so I can see kind of how. I don't want to build too much where he has to go and then confuse him and things. So anyway, we'll get to that later. Now let's try this out. Start it here. And yeah, look at that efficiency. Oh, baby. That is working beautifully. And then we have a little bit of storage here. I don't know why we have so many seeds, but I think Wellsnight have been farming the ruins thing. I was hoping that there was some carrots here, because this is also working with carrots and potatoes as well. But I guess we don't. Let's just see if there's anything in this chest. I don't think there is, though. Why would there be carrots in the middle of the nowhere? Nope. I don't see no carrots. But yeah, it does work with carrots and with potatoes as well. What's cool about this build, I don't know if I said that before, but Like there is a design that Etho made that uses a piston that goes up and down and harvests it by moving the dirt block up and down. But this is way better. You hear that, Etho? This is way better. The reason is that this is silent. You don't have the stupid piston going up and down. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you like it. Next time we'll have to work out. I'll have to go farm some bone meal. It's way over there. But this place is coming along. Well, next time I'll hopefully have some wheat farmed out so that we can start with the fields here. And maybe also start adding some decoration to the wall, to the walkway that we made, like hay bales and stuff like that. Wheat is good for everybody. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Give a good and big welcome to Good Times with Scar. Do check out his channel and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next episode.